Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. I'm Melissa, the owner of Cali Meets NYC, and today we're going to talk about emails. I'm actually going to do a how-to tutorial about the welcome email series on Klaviyo. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back. So we're going to get into it with Klaviyo. And as you can see right now, I'm in my flows. And so if you don't have any flows set up, these are emails that are automatic and they'll be triggered once you have them set up. So they're automatic emails. So one of the most important ones are your browse abandonment, abandoned cart, and your welcome series. So if you don't have those three set up, you need to go ahead and do that. So right now we're actually going to go into my welcome series. It's been a very, very long time since I edited this, and this actually really needs to get updated. So we're going to go into the welcome series right now. We're going to edit the welcome series. So this is a welcome email number 1. So as you can see, this is a preview of what the email looks like. It says welcome. Thank you for joining our mailing list, and then go into the details. So we'll just click on edit email. So that comes up. So I think right now what I want to do is, this is a whole image. So actually what we're going to do, instead of like doing the whole image over again, we're actually just going to recreate this from scratch and just build it right into Klaviyo. So we're not going to go with the graphic that is already here, but we're just going to go in the same wording. What I'm going to do first is, if you haven't seen any of my recent videos about my Instagram, it has actually gotten disabled, the old one. So we're actually going to edit the follow us on social media and link it to our new Instagram account. So we're just going to click done, and it's just a really simple update. So we're going to go into edit that and going to click done. So that's all complete, so we don't have to worry about that. What we're now going to do is going to add a text in here, and we're going to just say welcome, right? So we're just really going to mimic what's already here, so that we can go ahead and delete this once we're finished. The great thing about Klaviyo is you can actually put in your different fonts that you normally use. So these are the fonts I normally use. I use Lotto a lot and Leak Spartan a lot in my emails. And sometimes I'll use this. So I think that looks a little weird. So we're going to go with Leak Spartan Normal. And then we're actually going to up the font size, we'll probably do 56. Let's do Playfair Disable. Yeah, that looks nice. So we're going to center that in the email. Welcome. So big welcome, right? So then we're going to go into images. We're going to actually put a newer image because that's a little bit older. So we're actually going to upload. So it's a little bit more bright and fun. This is a nice and bright collection. So we're going to upload that. It's nice and simple, to the point. So we're actually going to edit this image and have some padding on the left and right hand side. So I think 50, maybe 30 is about right. I would suggest just playing with everything, seeing how everything looks. That looks nice. Let's add some padding to the top and bottom. So we'll do 20. So then there's some space in between the welcome and the image. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add text in here. So we're going to add text and it's going to say, thank you for joining our mailing list. And we're going to do it in the same font, the Playfair Display Normal. And we're going to up that to about 22. And we're going to center that as well. So then what we'll do is we'll add another text box in here and we're going to say, we're glad you're here. We're going to just say all of that goodness. So we're just going to really copy it verbatim. The series converts a lot. And so then what I'll do is click done. And then this is what I've been doing as of lately. I've been adding my name in there as the owner, as a signature. You'll see that, and it is this one, Melissa, in there. So there we go. We will update the font on here. So we're going to do Leak Spartan Normal. And we're going to up this to 20. So that way it looks nice. It's all set. We're going to add some padding here so it's in line with the photo. So to the photo we added 30. So we're just going to add 30 here as well. So we're going to insert a new image. So what I'll actually create in Canva is a little bar that has the code in it. Okay, so now we're in Canva, and so we're going to be editing our email banner to say that it's 20% off, right? So we actually have to edit this email banner because it's not supposed to say unlock. It's because right now this is a welcome series. Clearly, this person has signed up for the email list. So it's supposed to say use code. Okay, so everything is all aligned and we're actually left aligning everything so it looks seamless. Okay, so we're actually left aligning everything so everything is seamless. So that looks better. Use code Kelly Saves 20 for 20% off your first purchase. Now we're going to download this. Current page, yes, download. And so then we're going to import this into Klaviyo and then be done. Okay, we're back in our welcome series. So right now we're actually going to go and insert an image so we can import that email banner we just created. So we're going to upload image, and it was the last one we created. It's email banners 49. Use code Callie Saves 20 for 20% off your first purchase. There you go. And so then what we're going to do is just delete this because we do not need that anymore. And do that. Delete that entirely. So there we go. So we're going to add spacer in here. I like everything to have enough space. So this is what it would look like via desktop, right? So it looks really nice on desktop. You also want to see what it looks like via mobile. Like, okay, this font is too big for mobile. So let's come down in the font size. So let's do 48 to see what that looks like for mobile. That looks good on mobile. It still looks good on desktop. So I think that is good. It doesn't look crazy. And that's what you want. You don't want things to look too crazy or anything like that. You really want everything to look seamless. So that looks good. It's not bad. It's a nice and short email. You really don't want people to scroll too much on either desktop or mobile. So it's really short, nice to the point. People have their code and then they can go and purchase. So we're going to save and exit. And we're going to then click done. So in our welcome series, we have 3 emails. So we just finished editing our thank you for signing up email. And then we have our Beyond the Brand, Beyond the Candles email. And then our last email. We're actually going to add an additional email in between the BTB and last email. Right now, we're going to get into editing the BTB email. So let's do that. So now you can see that we are in our email. You can see a little bit more about it. And, we're more than a candle company. So this actually needs to get updated because we no longer have wax melts. We have reed diffusers now and also body butter. So we're just going to edit this up a little bit. We're actually going to play with the subject line assistant from Klaviyo to see, what they can come up with. So we're going to enter our brand name, Cali Meets NYC, and describe your brand or email content in 1 to 2 sentences. Okay, so we're going to see what they can come up with. So let's generate. So what we're going to do, I actually like this, bringing California and New York together. Okay, actually this. Experience long distance love with a candle. So we're going to add this in there into the preview text. So the more specific you are about your description, the better it is for the experience of AI. I don't know if you've used any AI software. Shopify has some things for their product descriptions. There's ChatGPT. There is Copy AI, which I've used. I've used both, and you have to work with it, and it is really helpful. So sometimes I use these subject line assistants because sometimes you have brain farts, and that is okay as a business owner. You have a lot of things that are on your plate. What we're going to do is we're going to edit this email. We have to go into Canva because this is a whole image and it's actually split into a couple of different parts. So we will go ahead and edit this in Canva. So see you in Canva. Okay, so we are back in Canva and we are going to be editing this email. These images are quite old And we're going to change the wording a little bit. Here, we're more than a candle company. I think what we're going to do in here is we're actually going to add a branded photo in here. Let's see if I could find one that I have already uploaded from a branded lifestyle shoot that I have done a while ago. So it'll have me and some candles. I think this one looks nice. That's a nice one. I'm sniffing a candle, so that's a very good one. So you'll have a picture of me. Maybe we can change out this frame to set it a little bit better. Let's look at frames. I like this. This is a good option too. So it allows to get some wider angles, and we'll remove this. So we'll center that. Okay, so in here, I put my name because I did not have my name in here beforehand, and I say a little bit more about the story. Okay, so it goes into our story a little bit. So it tells you a little bit more. So what we're going to do here is this is going to be a graphic, and then we're going to have like a read more, and that'll directly link to our about section. And then we'll insert some newer behind the scenes images. So let's go ahead and find some images either behind the scenes or so I like how this is looking. This is great. So we're going to export page 6. And then we're going to hop on back over to Klaviyo and then get right into it. Okay, so we are back in Klaviyo, and so we are going to replace this with the new one we just created. Okay, so what we're going to do in here is we're going to chop it up. We're going to edit this. And so you'll see that, and then we're going to save that. And you see that I got completely chopped off. You see there. And then you have the read more. And then what we're going to do is we're going to replace this part with the new bottom part of this other one. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to edit this. So now it's looking a little weird because the color is off for whatever reason. So we're going to edit the color. So there we go. We are going to edit again our Instagram on here. We are actually going to delete this part and add in a picture that's we're follow us or something like that. Okay, found it. So it's this, follow us on social media. So because the background here is white, in order to, actually that's actually not bad. So we're going to continue having it be white. We're going to edit that link and have it linked directly to our Instagram because that's what we're trying to grow at the moment. There we go. So that is this email. So we're going to make sure that this is linking to the correct page. So we have all of this in here So we're going to save and exit. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to add uh, an additional email in between the second and last email. So this is going to be the fragrance quiz. So this is not about selling. This is just about the customer, right? So one, we want them to feel comfortable that if they have any apprehension about any of our products or what would work for them. If you do not have a fragrance quiz, I implore you to go ahead and do that and get one. They are very great drivers for your customer. You just have to put it out there, and it's a really great way to add an additional email on a series like this. So we're gonna go and look up my quiz because I can't remember exactly when I sent the initial one. And so it'll be a sent quiz. So what we'll do is, and as you can see, the open rate on the initial one was 40%. That's huge. And same thing with this. This is smaller, a smaller version of that, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to add this as a template. So we're going to do sent quiz. And this is how you can duplicate and replicate your emails so they look the same. So we're going to add to email templates. So that is done. So we're going to close this out. So now that we're in the templates, so if you did not see, I went to the content section and then under templates, and this is the sent quiz we just saved. So we're going to go in here and we're going to edit this template. So before we go into our flows, again, we're actually going to, since we just saved a template, we're going to go ahead and go into that template. So now that we are in here in our sent quiz, we do need to change quite a few things about this template. So we're going to, once again, first go into our Instagram, change that handle yet again. And then we're going to change this. We're actually going to we're going to replace this whole entire thing with the other version that is the smaller. So it's this one, and we're going to move myself over a little bit. So we're going to put in here our Instagram handle. Okay, so that is that. And we're actually going to remove this. This was a feature we were in House Beautiful last year. So this was a part of that email. So we're just going to remove that because that has nothing to do with what we need. So we honestly really just want the quiz part of this email. So we're going to replace this part with our newer logo. So here is our newer logo. So that can go there. So that is clean. And what we're going to do is we're just going to edit this graphic out. Okay, so we edited the graphic off camera. And so we're just going to replace this and upload the new version. And it is this. It's a very simplistic. You know what we're going to do? We're actually going to replace this because I'm not liking how the words are within this. So we're going to replace this with just the picture and then have the words on top of it. Okay, so we're not going to have any padding on the top nor the bottom. I actually want to take out the padding on the top and the bottom for this as well. I want them to be really squished together. Okay, take the quiz and find your perfect scent. You can read, the readability on that is really great. So we're actually going to replace this with the regular image of this because I'm just not liking the words how it was. Sometimes you actually have to go ahead and play with your emails to see what you like. And I'm really finicky. So, oh, okay, this image is way too big, clearly. I think there's a smaller version of that. That's 10. This is the smaller one. Okay. That is much, much better. Okay, so like I said, we're also linking the image to the quiz. So there we go. This is nice and straightforward. Take the quiz and find your perfect scent. A picture of the candles. Having trouble figuring out what scent to try, we created the perfect quiz to ease your decision. Take the quiz here. We're actually going to make this color a little bit more like the image. So there we go. Not as like ferocious and bright. So we have that. Now it looks a little bare. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make it very, very simple and add some products. So we'll do product. And we're going to add the most popular. That's the best way. And we're going to change this. It defaults to this weird blue color. I'm not exactly sure why, but it does. So you can go ahead and change that. So I typically like to do 6 items. So pretty much three per row, 2, so 6 in total. And then we'll do shop now. And we like that for all of them. And the font I like to use is Helvetica. And then I like to space the letters out a little bit. So that looks weird. Let's do 2. There we go. That looks better. So there we go. Title, price, and then we're going to click done. And that is, we're going to move ourselves over. We're going to preview this. It's very simple, straight to the point. So we are back in our welcome series, right? So we'll go in and we'll add an additional email in right after the Beyond the Brands email that we just created. So this would be essentially email 3 in this series. So we'll go and edit this. So now that the email template is already edited, we went and we did click the drag and drop, and it opens to the themed page on Shopify. So you'll see, on Klaviyo. So you'll see all of the themed templates that you can use on Klaviyo's site. So there's a lot of themes on here, theme templates. So what I did in the very beginning is I went and I found the one that I like the best, and I just use that as a starting point, and then I edit my emails from there. So all of them have the same top. And so you'll see that throughout the emails. So this is the sent quiz template we had just saved. So we're going to click that, and it takes us to the preview of it. We're going to say, okay, use this template. That is how you utilize templates in Klaviyo. So now that we already edited this email in the template section, we actually don't really have to do anything in this section at all. So I'm going to actually preview this off screen because it'll have some of my customers' information, and I really don't obviously want to share their personal information on here. So I'll preview that off screen. I just previewed it and it looks great. So all I have to do is save and exit. And then what we'll do is we'll go in then and just edit the name of it. And then this email's done. So in here, we're actually going to utilize, the AI tool again. That is the sent quiz. So we're going to go ahead in the subject line assistant, and we're going to go into the subject line. So let's see what it generates. Discover your signature scent, find the right scent quickly, discover the ultimate scent fit. I think the 10 seconds is a little too much. It doesn't take 10 seconds to take the quiz, but I think discover your signature scent would be really great, especially for people who are new to the brand. So that is it. All we have to do is save this, and it's ready. So we're just going to click done. So now that we click done and discover your signature scent is now there, it's ready to go. It's still in draft mode. So all you have to do is click live. So it is completely live. So you'll see here, this is on day 10. So what we'll do is we'll do another waiting period of 4 days, and then we'll see if someone has placed an order, because this should actually entice someone to place an order if they were waiting. So this will be a 2-week welcome series span time. Before I had 10 days, and now it's going to be a full 2 weeks. So we're going to go in. We're going to click done for that. And we're going to do a time delay, because we don't want the scent quiz and the welcome series email number 4 to go out on the same day. That doesn't make sense. So we're going to do 4 days. Done. There we go. So day 4 has placed order 0 times. So that's day 14. So you'll see the thanks for signing up email, the BTB, bringing California and New York together, to discover your signature scent now, and now take 20% off your first order. So we have a conditional split. If someone has placed an order 0 times overall, and it's yes, they receive this additional email. If no, then they exit. Because what happens is, even if someone had placed an order, it's still nice that they'll receive these other 2 emails, because some people don't know we have a scent quiz, and then just to get to know us as well. So we're going to go in here, the welcome series, and go ahead and edit this email, because I know it's a little older, and because now our intro discount is 20% off instead of 10%, we have to up this additional order additional discount to entice people to buy. All right. Okay, so this is the last of all of the emails that we need to edit. And I know this is so long, but it's packed with so much information. So just bear with me. So this is the last of it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to edit the subject line, and it's going to be, instead of take 20% off, we're going to do, say, take 30. We're going to be generous, right? So I'm going to go back into Canva and edit this graphic and then come back. Okay, so we are back with the last email to edit. So we are going to replace this. I just created two new graphics, and so we'll upload them. One of the graphics, going to upload this. We're also going to edit this because it has a lot of empty space at the bottom. Increase the height on that and apply. Save. And there you go. So it says the same thing. It's your lucky day. We just edited the how this area looks, the frame of the picture. I like this a lot better. It's seamless. And we're going to edit this part right here. We're going to replace this with a new version. One. So we're going to edit that right there. Use code last chance 30 for you, 30% off your first purchase. And then we're going to change this. Instead of it saying, let's move us. Instead of it saying, give me 20, give me 30. Done. Actually, we're going to need to. Okay, so we actually need to replace this graphic here because there is a space in last chance. Upload. So there, it is now fixed. Last chance 30 has been added and changed. So there we go. So all we're gonna do right now, like we did in the past, a couple of emails, we're just going to change the Instagram handle so that way everything is connected. It looks good via desktop, so it's your lucky day. Take 30% off your first order. And then here's trending items. We're just going to change this font to, let's see if we can do leak. Let's do the light version. There we go. That looks better. So we'll do 20 trending items handpicked just for you. Done. I'm not exactly sure why this doesn't include the title, the price, and the button. It should always include buttons. Shop now. Should be. It's always Helvetica. And we're going to do the letter spacing to and shop all popular categories. And we're just going to double check this on mobile. And it looks good. It's really simplistic. There we go. It looks good. And so that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you for so much for sticking with me throughout this long tutorial. But I hope you guys learned something and how to really in-depthly look into Klaviyo and change your templates and change your welcome series and actually maybe create your welcome series. If you like videos like this, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment for more. All right, bye you guys.